All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. 22. And watch your leg.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
We gotta seal. We gotta seal. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Get it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason, and his throw is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Come on.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood, nice.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 9. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Herbert going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeForest Buckner able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The give to Taylor. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his tight end, Burton. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, 72 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength. And they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. Herbert flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Hey, Echo. Mike, I got you, punk.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set. 22's coming, Mike. I'm going. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Shoot.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, big, bravo. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Caught by Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Herbert, he may try and run for this. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. On first down, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45. Ready?
To throw on second down. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
That was 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2-18, chop it. Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, he completes it to Henry. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now this pass brought in by Brown, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
70, Indy.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Herbert trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
60 or. Come on, dude. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
A final shot before break. Herbert, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On the ready. Five. On two.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run with Taylor. And an alley to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 36 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Here we go. Hey, Echo. 18 Gator. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Complete to Paris Campbell.
Set. 18.
Check,
47.
First down, Indianapolis.
47. Bravo. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
30 base.
Taylor. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Like 22, he's coming, 22. Go.
2nd and 1. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got it to Williams.
Herbert's pass complete to Mike Williams. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and...
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Herbert. He wants it all for the end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47, too little, count. 47's the Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
15. Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
Here's Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Another night.